The topic of military SEER and that of civilian escape and evasion survival are as different as they are the same. SEER offers up the expectation of either capture or rescue when a soldier is separated from their unit and their command structure. Escape and evasion for the civilian can, and should be, as prepared and robust as the evader can make it. The evader has the benefit of preparing well in advance of the societal collapse. Sadly, the soldier experiencing the shock of being disconnected from their unit and command structure in OP4 territory will only have the kit he has on hand, the skills in his head, and what few resources he will be afforded while constantly evading enemy activities in an active evasion situation. If the civilian evader finds himself in a situation that mirrors that of a disconnected soldier who's on the run in an active evasion situation, then he's well and truly had something in his plan go very wrong. Generally speaking, the rules of war dictate specific legalities that govern the treatment of war prisoners. However, for the evader dealing with rogue factions and marauders born from the societal collapse, there will be no such rules. If the evader is discovered and captured, one can expect to be handed quick retribution after being subdued and stripped of all kit, weapons and clothing. The most likely outcome will be death or worse, being enslaved by the OP4. Historically speaking, those who moved during a societal collapse are those who lived. The question is, are you going to be a vulnerable refugee or plan for your own well-being? Escape and evasion is the answer. Escaping the collapse and evading the chaos bred from it will be the only hope for most. Escaping creates time and distance. Time and distance creates safety. And safety creates an atmosphere where one can truly gauge the depths of the situation and plan for what comes next. Planning is not based on conjecture or trendy falsehoods. There are far too many trendy topics out there fooling others into thinking they're something they're not, or that they're part of a movement that exists only in their minds and inside the internet sphere. Being honest with oneself about who they are, their true capabilities, and the reality of their skills and resources that they will depend on to support them will take them far. Think for yourself and think outside the box of conformity. Otherwise, you may find yourself as just another grease stain on the forest floor. There's no one out there who will care for your survival more than you will. The evader will never get a second chance at first contact. Therefore, everything that's done now needs to benefit the plan later. That being, staying out of sight and not making a nuisance of oneself until it's time to do so. This may seem like a casual walk in normal scouting kit, but in reality it's far more than meets the eye. First and foremost, the evader is putting in an incredible physical workout where it will be needed most, mainly in the back, midsection and lower extremities. Paramount to all that is the importance of one's cardio conditioning. All is for naught without proper attention to cardio. However, it doesn't just benefit the physical, it will also hone the mental faculties. If one is in ill physical condition and thus exhausted, this will cause a catastrophic cascading effect leading to disaster. If one cannot focus on his surrounding because they are slumped over and gasping for oxygen, they are utterly useless to the plan. If one has ignored this basic prerequisite, then most likely they've also neglected other aspects of their plan. Simply put, they are doomed. Picture-posing kitchen commandos and verbally slagging malcontents need not apply. This training requires dedication and intelligence for a successful outcome. Now let me have a short word about kit. On a simple scout trip such as this, the evader can learn a lot about oneself and their relationship with their kit. When taken in their totality, it's the simple trips like this that prepare the evader for the hammer to drop. Kit selection is a very personal topic. Generally speaking, what works for one person will not work for others. The evader is not a soldier and can select what they wish to field. There is no right and there is no wrong, so long as the kit the evader selects doesn't produce a liability in the field. Kit will be everything to the evader. Don't buy into the chest-beating falsehoods going around. That kit is some sort of crutch, or that one should be able to survive without kit. It's a lie and you will die. What's more is scout trips like this one are excellent ways to prove their kit before it really matters. If the evader waits until it matters, it's too late and the evader is setting themselves up for problems that could have easily been avoided. It's the evader's opportunity to prove new boots, shelters, rigs, rucksacks, navigation aids, choppers and knives, cooking kit and personal admin kits, just to name a few. The list is endless. Proving kit now will give the evader one less worry when the hammer drops. If by selecting kit you're emulating the military, I would suggest you drop that crock of shit right now. Not only will it get you killed, it's also illegal under many scenarios where you can be charged with espionage. It's also fake and based on nothing more than fantasy with no basis in the reality of civilian escape and evasion. You have free will, so use it. The overnight drills, 3-day weekend drills, day creeps in full CamCon kit, or any combination of the sort are also required for the proper proving of one's kit and skills. However, that's a talk for another type of video.
Game! Go. Go.
So if there is anything I want to get across with this, is that the evader should and must focus on their 3 most important aspects of training in everything one does to prepare. 1. Skills. 2. Kit. And 3. Physical endurance. There was a term coined over a decade ago here at Evasion Survival Alaska: total utilization. It simply means putting the most into everything you do. I'll speak more about that in the future. For now, let's get back to the video. Ivar is on a scout to overlook the valley in hopes of gathering information for upcoming events and drills. What he's looking for isn't important right now. This ridge has been used many times in the past by Ivar to gather information for training scenarios. I suspect it won't be the last time either.
same cooker, different mug / cup. Coffee and a Pop-Tart. Plenty cold out here. So my overall impression of this cooker is it actually might be a little bit too efficient. And it seems to be more efficient with twigs and wood than it does the S-bit. So the next time I'm out, I'm going to try some birch bark as the accelerant and then just throw some twigs in there and see what kind of results I get from that. What are you doing, you goofy fuck? Come on, you done shitting around or what? Freak. Yeah, you freak. What? How come you'll never bark? Oh, well, excuse me. Now can we go?
I'm gonna fight 'em all. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back.